so far. So let's get into it. But before we talk about the video, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and put post notifications so you don't miss a single video that I post. Tomorrow we are gonna be live streaming a live event, so get ready. We're gonna be live streaming at about tomorrow I have school, so I probably will be live streaming it at like 3:55 exactly. So guys, get ready, and yeah, let's get into it. So first, basically, we know that next season it could be Star Wars themed, and it's actually official. Launch pads have been back in the game files, so has the black hole in Season X. If you guys don't know what the black hole in Season X, basically after their live event, the black hole was there for 2 days, and then Chapter 2 started. We're not gonna get a new chapter because it's still Chapter 2. We're not going into Chapter 3. We're only getting the black hole, maybe like to spawn new or old locations to the map. And all we know so far about Galactus is he's coming to devour the world. And if you guys didn't know, back in the Season 9 event with the Mecha Team Leader and the monster, it was codenamed Devourer. And it was going for the orb in the center, and that's exactly what Galactus is trying to do. And if you look at in the lobby, you know that it says Galactus is the devourer of worlds, and we might actually be able to drive Quinjets and battle buses because they added a new detailed Quinjet inside of the game files. So I don't know how the live event's gonna turn out, but it's gonna be the biggest live event we have ever seen in our lives yet. So pretty much, I think what's gonna happen is Galactus is gonna arrive. And like Galactus is gonna arrive, and then rifts start popping up everywhere, and like things from like stuff will start to explode everywhere. And then Iron Man comes or something like that, and I don't know. It's just hard to predict, but like all these things piling up. It's but next season could be Star Wars themed, and since next season could be Star Wars themed, we are expecting to get a Star Wars Battle Pass, and we know because there's a leak of this Star Wars person, and in the game files, we actually see that there are like this thing. I forgot what it was called, but there's this thing like a weapon, and I think what the weapon's gonna be is like the weapon that they're using in the live event, and I don't know if the Star Wars person. I don't know if they're gonna like be a part of the live event or not, because they might be, because since Galactus is arriving here, how Siona, however you want to say it, went back to their space. They left a rift behind, and that's how Galactus saw and go and wanted the energy to come here. That's how Season 4 started. But that same thing could happen where one of the Star Wars people like see energy and they get jacked up into it, and they could like like get sucked inside the world, and then that's how whole season 4 starts. Whatever we have Galactus, I don't know. What I think would happen is like
Negative.
Either there's gonna be like this shrink ray, right? Because Galactus is so big, he could easily just take the whole world in his hands. So I think that like there would have to be a shrink ray, and like Galactus gets shrunk and he like starts attacking, and then whenever we drive the battle bus and all that, it would like have these weapons on it that we can shoot Galactus with. So not only that, this could be an interactable live event. Like, you know how the Unvaulted, we went inside the 0 point, and we got to see what to unvault, and what and the options were I think it was hand cannon, or I don't know what we unvaulted, but what I think is in the unvaulted we got to choose, right, and that was interactable. And if we get to drive the battle bus through the live event, I feel like in the live event it would be up to us whether if Galactus wins or loses, since we can be able to drive a battle bus. And either if it has weapons on it, I feel like it would be able to have an interactable live event. But if it doesn't have weapons on it, maybe it'll like be a better view. We can use better views on what the live event's gonna do, you know. And what I think is gonna happen is, so I already said the shrink ray, and then we could have an interactable live event. What I think we're gonna do is the people either in all the servers, depending on how much people either won or lost to Galactus, if it's interactable, depends where they count all the ratings, and however has much points to see if Galactus wins or loses depends on next season's storyline about Star Wars. So if Galactus is because you know how the Devourer on the season 9 event, aka the monster, Polar Peak monster, like was a new location whenever it died in the inside the event. I feel like Galactus could be a new location if we win, you know? Like, Galactus could, either Galactus, like, gets defeated and he flies away from Fortnite, or Galactus gets shrunk and, like, gets defeated, and then Galactus could be, like, a whole new location, or, like, something like that. And then, so you know how, Chapter 2, Season 1, whenever it was Star Wars, there was like these Star Wars henchmen walking around. If next season is Star Wars themed, I feel like those henchmen will be back in the weapons from, and then like there's gonna be like like the mythic bosses would be like Rey or whatever, all that type of stuff. And what I think is, so you know how the Authority, and at first it was just Chapter 2 Season 1, at first it was just a house. That's it. And then the next season it was the agency, right? Then the season after that it turned into the Authority. After it became the Authority, it became the Abandoned. Then it came the Ruins. I feel like that POI in the middle area from the island at the start, I feel like that's gonna be like the one of the places where the bosses will be, since every single boss that we have had, like like the Midas boss was at the Authority, and then the Shadow Midas from this season was at the Authority, and then it was Jules. A boss that we've had in most seasons, like a main boss that people go to, like not main, but one boss at least is there in at least one season before. So what I think is that next season there's gonna be a Star Wars boss at the Authority, or the Ruins as it's called right now. It's gonna be cool, and I hope because since I think that because it's I think that because when because that middle island has been a main place that bosses have been at, right? So if that's a main place that bosses have been at, obviously, or technically, or basically, somehow there has to be at least a boss there next season. So that's why I think that there should be a boss there next season. And the Galactus Live event is, like I said, it could be interactable or it could be interactable or not interactable, and it's just like a better view. And what I think is, like, you know, the Stark robots, the Stark henchmen, what like they could be driving the Quinjets, right? And then we could be driving the battle bus. And
2 minutes before I
now
have to
that,
pull you
like,
out.
you know how the Quinjets have turrets on them and stuff, they could like be shooting at Galactus, and we drive the battle bus just to have a better view, and like the Stark robots could like be shooting at Galactus, and it's just a better view and stuff, like, you know, all that. And then like the Quinjets that the robots are in can like fly them in the event. And what I think's gonna happen is Doctor Doom, all the bosses are like gonna come together, right? And they're gonna come together and stuff, and they're gonna have their henchmen fly battle buses and stuff, and like they start attacking Galactus and all that. And then like something will pop up from the ground, right? And then like something huge, like, you know how in Chapter 2 Season 2 I filmed the Doomsday event, right? I feel like something like the 0 point or something like that would pop from the ground, because Iron Man, you know how he built these radars, and then like his island pops up. What Iron Man could do is like inside his thing, like something could like the floor could sink down, and then something pops up, and it's more radars, and it summons something that could defeat Galactus, right? And help us win the Galactus live event. And like I said, there could be a Galactus POI next season, like something Galactus related from whatever happened during the live event. And I think that whenever the Galactus live event is over, you know how whenever the rocket went through the rifts and everything, and like we flew back so far, and then like we got the island got sunk in. What I think is gonna happen is like Iron Man built this thing, and then like Galactus got sunk in, right? And then Galactus like has his hand out or something, and like everything just gets sucked inside of what Galactus was getting sucked in, right? And to where that's what have that black hole happen again. And then that's how next season we either travel to Star Wars galaxy, or Star Wars comes to us. I don't know, but like part of our island could go to Star Wars, or part of Star Wars comes to our island. We don't know. I don't know, but I think that's gonna happen. I'm not sure. And all this stuff that, and like there's launch pads are back in the game files, and the black hole is back in the game files. So when the black hole, so now that we need to start talking more about the black hole, because um there's so many ways, like it could just be like exactly. And don't forget about the visitor. The visitor is still here, and the visitor can like pop up in this live event, and we see the visitor, and the visitor could have the black hole happen again, like that, you know, because the visitor, we didn't see much of the visitor last season. We didn't see much, but if what I think is, you know how in season X, the black hole, every once in a while words would, like, you can hear words and stuff of the visitor talking, and during the live, during it, you can hear the visitor saying, our memory were erased or something. This, whenever the black hole happened this time, the visitor could be talking through it and be saying more about it. Then we'll know more about the storyline and everything. And so, basically, Fortnite live event. I feel like that the visitor is gonna help the henchmen like Galactus and all that stuff. Galactus and Iron Man and all them help, or the visitor helps Iron Man, Doctor Doom, and like all those bosses there. And like you know, the old bosses from the other seasons, they could like be coming through a rift, because you know how Shadow Midas got summoned. All those bosses could be summoned back to help defeat Galactus and all that. So like I said, the henchmen, there could be like a whole army of them gathering together. And you know, Wolverine could like be flying. I don't know about, but so what we know about Fortnite right now is that Galactus is trying to devour the 0 point, that the energy. So we know that the 0 point is inside of our island or something like that. And back in chapter 2 season 2, Doomsday event, Midas's Doomsday Doom's device, Midas's Doom's device, we don't know what happened to it. Either it stayed underground, right? And you know how after the Doomsday event, like the water, it was like a water storm, like a tsunami. It, like the pieces of the Doomsday event, the energy inside of it could still be there, and just got sunken into the ground, to where now that Galactus is coming to us, I feel like not only is Galactus going for the 0 point, but I feel like the 0 point is a whole map itself. And I don't know how the Star Wars is gonna come in. What I think is the Star Wars theme is like gonna come in the middle of the live event, and like whenever they come, it's like gonna be half of the live event already. And like after that, you know how we had that Star Wars live event where the robot was making jokes and stuff. I think like we're gonna be getting like those like we're gonna be getting these lightsabers or something, and like we can combine them or something, and like build a like a ray gun or something, and like the ray gun will like shoot Galactus and Galactus will die or get defeated. I may say. So yeah, that's what I think about the Galactus live event. That's what I think's gonna happen, and what Fortnite and how Fortnite the new season in season 5 will like how the event will happen and how the event will take place into next season. It explains how next season will be Star Wars themed. That's the best I know of. And so we know that the launch pads are going back in next season maybe, because it's back in the game files now. And there's also, what's it called? Like a grenade launcher minigun type thing in the game files that has been in there for a long time. And I can't wait to see how that turns out. And what I think that could be, now that I think of it, that could take place inside of the live event, because that like a grenade launcher minigun, it can like shoot grenades out everywhere. And if it becomes a weapon, I feel like next season people are gonna complain about it, because like it probably will be overpowered. Thinking of a grenade launcher mixed with a minigun, like grenades just shooting at people over and over again, blowing up their builds, I don't think that would be a good weapon idea, because people would just complain about it all the time. So I feel like it should be a mythic weapon, or just a weapon that like only one person can get, like the Infinity Blade. One person can have the Infinity Blade and stuff, and people are gonna find some glitches with it, because every season has people found. And yeah, so basically that's what I think. That's what I think was gonna take place in Fortnite, and that's all I know so far. In Chapter 2, Season 4, Chapter 1, Season 4, it was like they were doing superhero themes, right? And then, so you know how Fortnite, like we're in the past right now, basically. So if we're in the past right now, this could be, if we're in the past right now, Midas's doomsday device, right? It would have to not be like the whole island itself, like I assumed. It would like, it could be underground, like underground where nobody can see it, and like it comes out of the ground, like I said with the radars that Midas had, or not Midas, Iron Man had. It could come out the ground just like the Doomsday event, and like Galactus would see it, but it would be too much energy for Galactus. Galactus would get burned out. Then Galactus would like we could zap Galactus, and then like Galactus would be defeated. So that's how I think the event's gonna go so far. What I think, that's how I think it would be going so far at all the information we know. But we'll know way more information whenever the event starts. So, guys, make sure to tune in at 3:55. At 3:55, we are going to be watching the Galactus live event on stream. So, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, put post notifications so you can watch that live event. And I'll see you there. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 3:55. Don't forget that. And have a good rest of your day, guys.